All right, so you're ready to dive into the world of Russian nail
Oh,
salons?
yeah?
Because today, we are uncovering some seriously smart strategies that'll make you rethink those nail products you've got.
You know what's really cool about this deep dive?
Yeah.
It shows how real innovation doesn't always mean chasing after the latest and greatest product.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's about finding the hidden potential in what we already have, you know?
I love that. And you know what? That is exactly what we see with Irina Yufatova,
Right.
this Russian nail artist. She's sharing her expertise on
Hmm.
YouTube, and we had her work translated just for you.
Amazing.
She's got this really fascinating approach where she takes one base gel. It's called jasmine.
Okay.
And by mixing it with other products, she creates this huge variety of custom colors and effects.
So instead
It's
of,
like she's tossing out the whole idea that you need a zillion different bottles for every shade imaginable.
yeah, totally. It's like she's saying you don't need a million fancy tools, just master the ones you have.
So what kind of things is she mixing with this base gel?
Well, she uses something called milk mystery to get this soft, milky look.
Okay,
It's hard to tell for sure without actually seeing it,
right.
but I'm thinking it might be a white pigment or maybe a super opaque gel that she blends in to tone down other colors.
So it's like she has this core product, the jasmine gel,
Yeah.
and then she uses these other products almost like spices in cooking, you know?
Yeah,
A
exactly.
pinch of this for a touch of warmth, a dash of that for a pop of color.
And she also uses camouflage gels,
Oh, interesting.
which usually give you that natural look to kind of tone down any overly bright colors.
Makes sense.
And get this, she even mixes in black gel with the base to make other colors deeper and bolder.
Wow, it's like color theory meets artistry.
Right.
I bet her clients just love that she can customize their nails like that.
And you know what else is fascinating about Irina's approach?
What's that?
Presentation is key for her.
Okay,
She doesn't just whip up these colors in the back room.
right.
She shows them off in such a visually appealing way. She uses these tip display boards filled with gradients, glitter combos, all kinds of eye-catching stuff.
I can just picture those boards.
Yeah,
It's like walking into a candy store, but for nail art.
exactly. And it's not just about the displays either.
Oh,
Her technique is super interesting too.
okay.
She has this method where she'll show you a single color in 3 ways: the pure color, a neon version, and then a darker shade she makes by adding that black gel.
So she's demonstrating like the full potential of each color right there on the spot.
Exactly. She's not just selling a service,
Yeah,
she's selling an experience, you know,
I like that.
an opportunity to explore all these possibilities. And she gets that sometimes the best way to do that is by showing, not just telling.
So it's like she's saying, look, I can create any color you dream up, and here's the proof. No
Exactly.
wonder she's so successful.
And her cleverness doesn't stop there.
What else does she do?
She really stresses how important proper nail prep is.
Yeah.
She actually compares the structure of a nail to a building.
Now that's a comparison I wouldn't have thought of.
It's actually quite insightful when you think about it.
Okay.
She's basically saying that just like a building needs a strong foundation for a long-lasting manicure, you need a solid base.
Right.
And that all starts with being really meticulous with your nail prep.
So she's not just focused on making the nails look pretty.
No.
She's thinking about the long game, the longevity and strength of her work.
Absolutely. She's a true professional.
Definitely. And speaking of being professional,
Yeah.
didn't she mention she uses something called chips to showcase her designs?
She does.
What are those exactly?
We think they're probably nail forms or maybe press-on nails.
Makes sense.
It lets her try out different techniques and build a portfolio of her work.
It's like having a sketchbook, but for nail art, a place to play with ideas before you try them on a client.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shows how committed she is to always learning and pushing the boundaries of what she does.
You're absolutely right. And that brings up something I've been wondering about. This jasmine gel seems to be her absolute go-to product.
It does, doesn't it?
What's so special about it? Is it some rare, expensive thing?
That's the interesting part.
Yeah.
She mentions it's available on Wildberries and Ozon.
What are those?
They're like online shopping sites in Russia.
Oh, so it's not like some exclusive product then?
No, it sounds like it's more about understanding how to use it to its fullest potential and using that as a foundation for endless creativity.
That's really cool. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
It does.
You know, it's like she's saying, you don't need a million fancy tools, just master the ones you have.
Right.
It's a powerful message, and it really speaks to that whole idea of unlocking hidden potential.
Totally. It also shows how valuable being resourceful is, especially in creative fields.
Yeah.
Irina's approach reminds us that sometimes having limitations can actually spark innovation. When we're limited in the resources we have, it forces us to think outside the box and find new solutions.
It's like that saying, necessity is the mother of invention. Irina may not have set out to revolutionize the nail art world,
Right.
but by embracing what she had, she stumbled upon something truly special.
And the best part,
Yeah,
she doesn't keep these discoveries to herself. She shares her techniques openly and encourages others to experiment too.
that's awesome.
She seems to understand that true artistry thrives on collaboration and sharing knowledge.
It's so refreshing to see that open approach, that willingness to teach and inspire.
Definitely.
It reminds me of those amazing chefs who share their secret recipes.
Oh, yeah.
They know that true culinary artistry isn't about hoarding knowledge.
It's about inspiring others to create.
Exactly.
And that's what Irina's doing. She's fostering this community of nail artists who value creativity, resourcefulness, and continuous learning.
I love that. And speaking of learning,
Yeah,
didn't Irina mention that she even uses these techniques on her models?
she did.
Really?
Even when she's not working with paying clients, she's using every opportunity to practice, experiment, and push her own boundaries.
That says a lot about her dedication to her craft.
For sure.
It's like she sees every set of nails as this blank canvas, a chance to create something unique and beautiful.
Exactly. And that commitment to excellence shines through in everything she does.
It really does.
Remember her analogy about nail prep being like the foundation of a building?
Right.
That's not just about aesthetics.
No?
It's about ensuring that her work is durable and long-lasting.
It's like she's saying, I'm not just going to make your nails look pretty for a day or two. I'm
Exactly.
going to give you a manicure that lasts.
And she achieves that by combining her technical skill with a deep understanding of the products she uses.
Which brings us back to her beloved jasmine gel.
It all comes back to that, doesn't it?
It really feels like that jasmine gel is the unsung hero of her whole operation.
It does.
It's like she's figured out this secret code, revealing its true potential as this incredibly versatile tool.
It reminds us that sometimes the most amazing discoveries are right in front of us.
Totally.
We get so caught up chasing after the newest, shiniest product that we overlook the potential of what we already have.
You're so right. And that's not just limited to nail products, is it?
Nope.
This idea of mixing and matching to unlock hidden potential.
Right.
It applies to so many areas of our lives.
Absolutely. Think about fashion, for example.
Okay.
We often limit ourselves by thinking in terms of preset outfits.
Yeah.
But what if we approached our wardrobes with a more experimental mindset?
What if we treated our clothes like those spices in Irina's nail kit?
Exactly.
Mixing and matching unexpected pieces to create our own signature looks.
It's about breaking free from those self-imposed rules and embracing the joy of discovery.
And just like with Irina's nail art,
Yeah.
it all starts with being willing to experiment, to play with different combos and see the potential in the unexpected. It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
How a deep dive into Russian nail salons can spark these profound insights about creativity and resourcefulness.
It just goes to show how connected ideas can be.
Totally.
Whether we're talking about nail art or astrophysics, the core principles of innovation are the same. Right?
Curiosity, experimentation,
Mm.
a willingness to challenge the norm.
And don't forget the power of observation.
Oh yeah, that's huge.
Remember Irina's technique of showing one color in 3 different ways?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It highlights how even small changes can make a big impact.
It's true.
It reminds us to really pay attention to the little things, to explore all the possibilities within a single element.
It's like she's encouraging us to be more mindful, not just in being creative, but in how we tackle any challenge.
I like that.
Sometimes the most elegant solutions are the simplest ones and the ones we least expect.
Right. And those solutions often pop up when we're working within limits.
Yeah.
Remember, Irina's whole thing is about making the most out of one product.
That's true.
It makes you wonder, what could we achieve if we use that same ingenuity and resourcefulness in other parts of our lives?
That's such a good question. What if instead of always wanting more, the bigger house, the fancier car, the latest gadget,
Right.
what if we focused on finding creative ways to maximize what we already have? Imagine the possibilities. We could revolutionize our kitchens by playing with new flavor combos.
Oh, yeah.
Transform our wardrobes by embracing mixing and matching.
I love that.
Or even breathe new life into our careers by coming up with innovative solutions to old problems.
And all that just by changing our perspective and embracing a little Irina-inspired resourcefulness.
Exactly. And I think that's the real legacy of Irina's work.
What do you mean?
It's not just about pretty nails. It's about inspiring a mindset of creativity, resourcefulness, and a belief that we can unlock amazing potential in the most unexpected places.
It's about reminding us that we can all create something extraordinary,
Absolutely.
whether it's a beautiful piece of art, a delicious meal, or a more fulfilling and sustainable life.
And sometimes all it takes is a little mixing and matching to get there.
So to our listeners, we leave you with this. What will you mix up today? What hidden potential are you ready to unleash? Until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep diving deep.